Hi, everybody. Welcome to Curse Call Tarot. This is Melody. I got a couple things I want to discuss before I continue on with this reading. First of all, I want to tell everybody that I set up a Patreon page. The link is in the lower right hand corner of my YouTube channel. It's a little pink square with a P in the center. Now, what Patreon is makes it a little bit easier for readings. You can jump on the page. There's several different tiers on it. One tier is just a straight out reading. It's the same price as if you booked it off of here. It's just straight out the door, $29. Okay. And you don't have to worry about paying any other price. You can still watch the Patreon. I will be posting things once I start getting patrons on it. Okay. The other thing I want to mention about the Patreon page is if you do go over and check it out, there is not only just readings on there, $29 out the door, one-time fee, but there is other tiers where you could pay a monthly subscription and get your monthlies individual to you as a patron. So if you subscribe to a monthly, then I will give you a monthly. If you keep going and pay every month you will get an individual monthly. I also have a bi-monthly set up. You can do it that way. You can get a bi-monthly as well, where it'll be individual to you as well. There's a couple of other tiers on there. There's one for questions, but it's straight up right out the door. You don't have to pay no monthly fee. You just pay whatever the cost is for the question that you want. It's a 1 question and there's a 3 question. There's also 2 tiers. One's twin flame, and the other one's just love connection, because not everybody that's incarnated is on a twin flame journey. Okay, so there's 1 tier specifically for twin flame where you can pay the monthly price and you will get a specific twin flame reading just for you. And then there's another one. It's called Love Connection. It's soulmate, karmic, or crush. Another one where you can pay a monthly fee and the reading will be specific to you. So with that being said, we're going to get started with this reading. Okay. Well, this reading is for the star sign of Taurus. And the reason why this is specific to Taurus is because Taurus, since I've started doing monthlies, has been the most viewed sign every month since July when I started the monthlies. Okay, so this is specific to you as a gift from me to you guys, and the name of the reading that we're going to call it is the Metamorphisis reading. Now, I do have some new cards. That's one of the reasons why I am being specific, and we are going to use them today. As I use the cards or shuffle them or whatever, I will introduce them and I will tell you the new cards that I do have. Okay, so let's get started. This spread is called the Metamorphosis spread. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick shuffle. I've already shuffled them, but I'm going to do another quick shuffle on screen to show you guys that I have shuffled them. Okay, now this is the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. These are new. I just got these yesterday. So I'm going to shuffle them up real quick. Star sign of Taurus. And then we're going to cut them specific to you guys. Alright. Alright, and then these are the Soul Coaching Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. I'll show you. I worked with these cards yesterday for a couple of hours to like put my energy into them. I even did a couple of readings with them, and they worked out fine. I was quite happy with what they told me. So I figured that I would use them for uh, my favorite bulls. Okay. And then we got, this is called the Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes, and they are by Doreen Virtue. Very beautifully illustrated cards. So this reading is going to be a little bit longer because these are new cards and I'm going to learn them. We are going to learn them together. So I hope you guys enjoy this reading, Taurus. This is specific to you. And then for spiritual messages after the reading's over, I got, these are called Postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed. So those are for spiritual messages at the end of the reading. We're going to use the Psychic Tarot in the reading. And then these are the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Okay. So we are going to, let me see how I want to set these up. So we got life changes. Put that over here. I don't know what I did with that stone. I know it just rolled somewhere. Oh my. All right. So life changes. What lessons have I learned? Next step, we can use these. What Power Surrender. And then we can just use these twice. All right. All right. So let's start off with the first question is for Taurus. Where am I at currently in my life? Okay. So we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle cards for that question. So the first answer is, it says home. So Taurus, where are you at currently in your life? Home. It is a number 27, which adds up to a 9. Nines are about solitude, going in solitude. Nines are also almost the end of a cycle. You're almost there, okay? So we're going to read that, number 27, because like I said, they're brand new. It says, you are comfortable in your own skin. You belong. So that's where you're at currently in your life. You feel at home within your human self. Okay. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents the invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you now. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you are meant to be, and will reap great benefits by staying on this path regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you, and it is where the heart is. Absolutely, home is where the heart is. Okay, so Taurus, that's where you're currently at in your life. You are at home within your own skin. You're happy, you're secure. And like I said, number 27 adds up to a 9. So you are definitely, that's awesome. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. So, what lessons have I learned? Miracles. My life is a miracle. So, we're going to read that. Miracle. So, I can't see. We're going to turn on the light a little bit. All right. Card meaning. Miracles occur in your life every day. Watch for and embrace them. So that's the lesson. Okay. As you notice and accept the small wonders in your life, greater gifts will grow in abundance all around you. Okay. And what your soul wants you to know is expect miracles, praise and celebrate them when they appear, no matter how small. Be open to allowing the Creator to solve challenges for you in mysterious and wondrous ways. Trust that everything is unfolding graciously and perfectly in your life. Let go of fear and doubt. Don't limit the way the miracles can appear in your life by having expectations. Be open for them to appear from sources beyond your imagination. So that's the lesson you have to learn. You have to learn that miracles just appear out of nowhere. Miracles happen whether you want to believe it or not. So that is your lesson. Okay. So what changes do you need to make? And we're going to use the butterfly oracle cards for that. Grief work is the card to come out. Look how pretty that is. It's a pretty butterfly, huh? Looks like a ladybug butterfly. Right. So what changes do I need to make? Grief work. Okay. Wish I could get this to stand up for you while I read them. Okay. Yes, it's called Grief Work. I still love that butterfly. It's so pretty. Okay, this card signals that your heart needs some healing from one or more losses. There's grief work to be done as a way of moving forward with your life. Already you can think of how this specifically applies to you. Unhealed grief is compounded by each subsequent loss. Although it's uncomfortable to mourn and cry, sometimes this is the only path to healing. That's why it's best to deal with an experienced grief counselor, grief support group, or trauma trained therapist. Loss is one of the more painful processes of change, yet it can also help us develop compassion and more appreciation for life. Okay, so what changes do you need to make? You need to feel the loss, go to a counselor perhaps, um, um, or comfort a grief-stricken friend or relative, or just be there. Be home in your skin, expect miracles, and be there for somebody who is grieving, or comfort a grief-stricken friend. Okay, so that's the changes you need to make. I feel that you need to go to counseling if you're grieving over something. If you lost somebody close to you, perhaps maybe you need to go to do some counseling. Okay, all right. So the next step in the metamorphosis. All right, so they're telling you to go in solitude. And we started off with the number 9. So there's 2 nines, Taurus. Okay. So this is the Hermit card. So the next step is to go within. Heal the loss. Okay. Heal the loss. Expect miracles. You are comfortable in your own skin. That's why they're telling you to go within. And the Hermit card, when I see the Hermit card, it makes me think of following your soul's light, so to speak, because it's usually always hanging with a lantern. But this one is with a book. So I feel that there could be some kind of knowledge once you go within into solitude. Okay. So that's kind of cool, Taurus, that you got two. I got a 27, which adds up to a 9 and a 9. Okay. So you started off with a 9 and you got another 9 in there. This just isn't working for me. All right, so that's the next step. They're telling you to go within, go into solitude, make yourself at home in your own skin, get some counseling, follow your soul's lights. Okay, so what must you let go of? What do you need to surrender? Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So, scarcity. That's what you need to let go of. All right. So, what must you make room for? We're going to use the Psychic Tarot cards again. All right, so we got a number 8. It's called emotional withdrawal. So I feel you must walk away from something, okay? Because that's what the 8 of Cups is about. All right. So you need to make room for walking away from things that no longer serve you. Go into your emotional withdrawal. Go into solitude. Okay. And follow your life, your soul's light. Okay. All right. So what's the outcome of this metamorphosis? Awareness. We got the Magician. So you're going to be aware. This is the Magician card. And if you look, his that's another number 9. Look, an 8 and a 1 and a 9. So that's 3 9s, Taurus. Okay. So the outcome of the metamorphosis is I feel that you're going to be more aware. Once you go within and you walk away from things that no longer serve you, like perhaps this grief, go through your grief work, and you go within into solitude and you find your soul's light, I feel that it'll help open up this crown chakra, okay? And there'll be some kind of awareness coming through your crown chakra, okay? The Magician also is about, he's telling you that you have all the tools that you need to succeed, okay? So all you need to do is be aware of that. And they feel that all the tools you need is within yourself. Okay. And once you go through that grief and maybe possibly talk to a counselor or whatever you have to do, possibly maybe go into solitude and just, work through the grief, you will be more aware, I feel, of the miracles that the universe is trying to bring about for you. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick a postcard from Spirit and see what they have to say about the situation. Okay. So this is what they look like. Aren't they cool? They actually do look like postcards. I think it's so awesome. All right. So the final message from Spirit is telling you Dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without sacrifice or walls. Sorry. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There is an amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself while with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So, may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Loving you so, so, so much. That is so awesome. So awesome. All right. Well, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed that. A nice little quick reading special for you. You can feel free to leave a comment below if you wish. Please jump over and check out my Patreon page and like and follow it as well. Even you don't have to subscribe; you can follow it and still when I post stuff, you'll still get it. You don't actually have to subscribe. But if you want a personal reading specific to you, I would recommend it. I would try to make the prices a little bit reasonable because I don't feel that gouging somebody's eyes out is benefit for either one of us. And I also have a thing for personal gain. However, the reason why I do charge is because humans don't always appreciate things that are free. So that's why I charge just a little bit. I don't want to gouge people's eyeballs out, but it takes a lot of time and energy to put these readings out. All right, Tauruses, I love you guys. Thank you for being my loyal supporters and help being my backbone. Blessed be from the Crow's Priestess.